Hey guys, this is Brain Freeze Laser, and today we're going to be looking at a deck profile for the deck that I used to play against Galactic Gods Telesoil variant. Basically, before I get started though, I want to say that I was completely unaware for a long time that this was a continuous trap. I'm completely aware now, so if I were to play this deck in the future, I would know exactly how to use it, basically. I also made a minor misplay with duality when I duality and then normal summon, upstart ninja, and then special summon. But Galactic God also didn't catch it, so it was a mutual misplay. And I know that you have to special summon the ninja, the ninja that you special summon with Gold Ninja in defense mode, but I was going to exceed with him anyway, so it didn't really matter. Galactic God didn't have an answer for it, so I was pretty safe in putting him in attack mode. But you probably should just put it in defense mode just in case. Okay, so let's get into the profile and basically what I would suggest playing instead of this particular build. I think there are a few changes that could be made or a few variations that I like. You might not like them. You do whatever you want with the deck. But here we go. So it runs 1 Honest, 3 Golden Ninjas, 3 Hanzos, and that's as far as the ninjas go. 3 Thrashers, 1 Sorcerer, 1 BLS, 1 Light Pulsar, 1 Veiler, 2 Debris Dragons, and that's as far as the monsters go. And then the spells is 1 Heavy, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Rhoda, 2 Dualities, 3 MSTs. You want 3 MSTs to just keep that backfield clear. The Dualities are for consistency, but essentially you wouldn't even be like special summoning the turn that you bring it out, like I accidentally did. So I mean, I don't know. This seems kind of like you could maybe drop it or put it down to 1 or something. The traps are 1 Starlight Road, 1 Judgment, 2 Warnings, 2 Dusts, 2 Deep Prisons, 2 Evacs, 2 Bottomless, 2 Calls, and 3 Ninjutsus. Okay, so basically I'm going to kind of break the deck down a little and then explain why particular cards aren't in the Japanese version and why I play particular cards in the American version. So basically, you have 3 of each ninjas, 1 Honest, because everything in the deck, save Sorcerer and Debris Dragon, is light. So Light Pulsar, and everything else light. Hanzo, Sorcerer, and Debris Dragon are not light. They're chaos food. That's about it. The plays you can make would basically be something like you would start with 1 Thrasher, special summon, normal summon, Golden Ninja, dump a trap, bring out another ninja, then you can go into Shockmaster, or you could dump another ninja, dump another trap, and then bring out Hanzo to grab a gold upstart, and then make 2 rank 4s, or whatever you really want to do. The Rhoda, because pretty much everything in this deck is warriors. You could grab a ninja, a gold ninja, a Hanzo, a Thrasher, there's a lot of targets. There's, let's see, 3, 6, 8 targets. Dualities for consistency, MSTs, and 2 Dusts, just to keep your back row safe. Also, Dusts are traps, so you could hit it with Upstart Ninja, sorry. The Debris, I think, are really, really cool in this deck. It's kind of something that really drew me to the deck. I suggested to play this deck against Galactic God, and he really liked the concept of the deck. He was like, oh, cool. People have been asking to see a ninja deck in play, and this is really cool. So the Debris Dragon can hit Veiler and Upstart Golden Ninja. And then what you could do with them is just go into an Exceed. You don't Synchro really in this deck, like at all, unless you're going to use your 1 Veiler to make a Catastor or something along those lines. So basically, because you're only running 1 Starlight Road, you only have 1 Stardust Dragon in the extra deck, and Catastor is basically for Effect Veiler Synchro play. But anyways, so it runs basically the traps you would normally run. It runs the Solemns, Deep Prisons, Evacs, basically all the good traps. Call is amazing in this deck. You can make late game Exceed plays, or you can use it for fuel for Upstart Golden. And then the 3 ninjutsu arts are basically consistency. So you could just go into Light Pulsar really early, and then you have him in the graveyard if he dies. So you can just dump stuff or whatever you want to do. As far as the extra deck goes, it's a Catastor, 1 Stardust Dragon, and that's as far as the synchros go. Evigishki Merogeist, Roach, Gaga Cowboy, Blade Armor Ninja, Excalibur, this is a card of my choosing, a Violent Sigma, because you're able to make get 4 guys on the board really easy. You can make a Sigma pretty quickly, and a Shockmaster. Utopia, Maestroke, a Popple Operative. A Photon Strike Bouncer is also of my choice because there are times where you get Light Pulsar and Chaos Sorcerer on the board at the same time, and having him is not that bad. It'll lock out your opponent if they're trying to use effects, and you can do some late game burn. In the Japanese deck, they're actually running Black Corn Chip, which we don't have yet. They're running Palladius, so it's a Quantum something Palladius, and Dagosto Emerald, and Lava Lol Chain. We have them in what's that? The dual terminal. That we have them in dual terminal, but they're not legal yet. They're really cool cards, and basically, what Dagosto Emerald allows you to do is he's a mini Pot of Avarice. I mean, I'm sure most of you know, and if not, I'll explain. Because once per turn, you can detach 1 Exceed material from this card to activate one of these effects. Target 3 monsters in your graveyard, shuffle all targets into the deck, then draw 1 card. So what you would do is you would play something like him, and then dump a trap, go into another one, dump a trap, go into a Hanzo, put a Upstart in your hand, Exceed into, whatever, and then later bring out Dagosto Emerald, and then you would put them back in your deck to be able to do the combo again. So it's pretty amazing in this deck. He's really good. He's an amazing monster in general. And then Photon Palladius, or Quantum. I don't know his whole name. Quantum Palladius. He needs 2 light monsters, so there's plenty of light monsters in this deck. Thrasher, Golden Upstart, Honest. There's all sorts of light monsters. And then what he does is, once per turn, you can attach both his materials to target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls. Its attack becomes 0, and its effects are negated. Then when he's destroyed, either by battle or by effect, you draw a card. So he replaces himself. He's not that big, but because he makes something smaller, he's pretty good. And he's going to draw, and he draws you a card. So that's really cool also. I could suggest, actually, I didn't put it in here. These are my suggestions. I would actually run another Light Pulsar over the Heavy Trap. It's 20 traps. Or 17 traps or something like that. I think 17. Yeah, 17 traps. You could drop the dusts if you really didn't like them. You could drop. I don't like both the warnings, or you could take out the judgment if you don't like that and just run warnings. You could run 1 dust or no dusts. You could run 1 less art transformation. I would actually run another Light Pulsar. I'd run a DD Warrior Lady and a Pot of Avarice, because we don't have Dagosto Emerald, really, so Pot of Avarice is going to do the same thing for you. And I'd run Burial, because you're going to be removing a lot. You have Light Pulsar, Chaos Sorcerer, and Black Luster. So this allows you to play Pot of Avarice as well, as gives you fuel back for your Chaos Sorcerers. And I mean your Chaos Monsters. But other than that, this deck's really fun. As far as the competitive deck goes, I would say I give it a 3 out of 5. It's pretty competitive. I think I would need a little more time practicing with it to do a little better with it. But I think now that it's been pointed out in all the comments and all that, all the misplays I made, that those are pretty much in the forefront of my mind. So I won't be making those mistakes again. But I really like this deck. I liked this deck before I played it. I read it and I was like, this deck looks amazing. It looks really fun. The only problem is we don't have all these Exceeds. We don't have Dagosto Emerald. We don't have Photon Knight. We don't have Lava Lol Chain, and we don't have Black Corn yet. So those are some more answers. But we do have Abyss Dweller. So you could also play Abyss Dweller in this deck if you really wanted to. And that's about it for this deck profile. In the comment section below, let me know what you think of this deck. This deck is here for you guys now. Who didn't know about it before, you can run it any way you want. Hit the like button and hit the subscribe button to see when I put out new videos. And thanks for watching.